So, as we know, epilepsy is kind of seen as the unknown disease or unseen disease or not often talked about disease. So I kind of thought it'd be interesting to see what's out there on the internet, what people are saying. So I decided to react to some clips that I found on YouTube and kind of see what's out there. So, first one I found is called Things Not to Say to Someone with Epilepsy. So, let's check it out. All right.
You're not disabled.
So, should I turn those lights off? Because I don't want you to go and have a seizure on me.
Should I hold you down when it happens?
Keep your hands off me.
Don't have a fit.
What can I choose?
Strangely enough, I don't control them.
I think people say it as like a joke as well. Like, don't have a fit. Oh, I don't even like the word fit.
I think seizure's a better word.
Yeah,
it's
I
more
think so.
softer.
Seizure's it's a bit serious, that word.
It's an expression, like having a hissy fit or whatever.
It fits. That was a dad joke.
All right, so I think that's a personal opinion. I personally don't mind the word fit unless it's being used in a derogatory, like somebody's trying to insult you or look down upon, oh, you're just having a fit. But if somebody, genuinely doesn't know, it could be upsetting to someone. I don't mind it. It's whatever. I know some people do get very upset about that. So I think it is just kind of like a personal thing, and you can just educate somebody and say, really don't prefer not to have it be called that. We call it a seizure, whatever. So yeah, it's kind of up to the person, and just let somebody know if you don't like that. But me personally, I don't really mind it. All right, what's next? Oh.
Are you possessed?
Are you?
My parents would always joke we should hold an exorcism because the priest isn't up to much at our local church.
He said to me I don't pray enough. It's happening because I don't pray enough.
My mum used to say that to me. And people think that you've got some sort of evil spirit in you.
It's easier to say he's possessed rather than he needs help.
No, if I'm possessed by anything, it's not the epilepsy. It's crippling self-doubt.
All right, so actually, if y'all watched my historical diagnosis and treatment of epilepsy video, they did used to think that we were possessed, or that, the devil was trying to pull you down into hell because you'd fall and have fits or convulsions. So, and they'd get exorcisms and try and cure it that way. But yeah, no, we're not possessed. And I think it's funny that people still are being asked that. I don't think anyone really believes. I mean, maybe in different cultures or countries or whatever, where there's not as much knowledge, they are, wow, that'd be interesting. They still are. I've never been asked if I'm possessed, maybe in a joking manner, but yeah, I probably don't want to seriously ask that. No, I'm not possessed.
Have you ever had a seizure during sex?
No.
Yeah. No, but it's one for the bucket list.
I'm waiting for marriage.
I did encounter someone once who had an epilepsy fetish.
It could actually be the makings of like a crazy orgasm. I've never had someone ask me if I've had a seizure on the toilet. Yeah. But yeah, I've had someone ask me if I've had a seizure during sex.
You would not ever say, oh, I wonder what it's like having sex with that person while they're unconscious.
Well, it'd be one of those stories you'd tell in the pub and you'd say, yeah, he was very enthusiastic. He was going at it, just very odd techniques and manoeuvres.
Yeah. Probably not something you'd ask a stranger or someone you just met that told you they have epilepsy. Like, have you ever had one during sex? I personally haven't, but you have to imagine plenty out there that have, especially the ones that have multiple ones a day, or that you don't have, warnings that one's about to come. And gosh, for the person your partner, how strange. Or traumatic if it's never happened to them before. They're like, whoa, what's happening? Or, wow, I don't know why I hadn't really thought about it before, but yeah, that would be a new experience. Okay, so yeah, again, probably don't want to ask a new person that question.
Should I turn the flash off?
Oh, is it going to affect you? Should I turn the lights off to take the damn picture?
Don't bother, because lights don't affect me, and I think flashes make me look better.
I get it when I go into a club and there's a strobe light, everyone's like...
So 1 in 10 people with epilepsy have photosensitive epilepsy.
Whereas for me, lights do affect me.
What people don't realise is everyone has their own triggers.
Lack of sleep, low blood sugar,
Overexcitement.
eating the right foods, or if I skip meals and stuff like that.
And also alcohol now, I've become very much like a monk.
Ambulances for me are like irony on wheels.
All right, yeah, so a lot of people just assume that flashing lights affect anyone with epilepsy, which clearly is not the case. During the first year of my seizures, no problem with flashing lights at all, whatever. But now, this past year, I've developed a light sensitivity, of course, where it started triggering my new kind of seizures, my partial ones, to where I can't even have the fans on in our house because it'll, make the lights strobe or whatever. It'll interrupt the lights because it doesn't necessarily trigger a seizure, but it will, affect like, now I'm dizzy or I don't feel good. So we've had to change things. So yeah, light sensitivity, it's just good to ask, I guess, and don't assume that it will affect everyone with epilepsy. So yeah, good point.
Where is the worst place you've had a seizure?
On top of a 5-year-old.
I'm a bit of an exhibitionist when I have my seizures.
Really?
I never do them in the privacy of my own home.
There was another time I was on a bus as well when it happened, and I fell down on the bus. And again, people just walked past.
I cleared a nightclub.
Yeah, I've fallen on a railway line too, so that wasn't great.
Really?
I fell from like quite a big height. But I shut the nightclub, so go out in style.
Yeah, the only place I've had one in public was at work. I worked in a retail store when the store was closed, so thankfully I've had almost all mine in my home. But yeah, it's crazy that for some people you never know when one's gonna happen or where you might be. Yeah, I bet there are some crazy stories, crazy places out there that once happened. It's just a matter of how the people around you react, like, do they help? Or like that lady on the bus said, do they just walk on by? Let me know down in the comments. What has happened when you've had one in public? Do people rush to help? Do they stick something in your mouth like you're not supposed to do, but for some reason there's a theory out there you're supposed to do that? Or yeah, what's happened out there? Let me know.
That's not really a disability.
I wouldn't call it a disability. It's a condition.
I can't fucking drive. I would call that pretty debilitating.
Because it's unseen, people don't sort of actually consider it a disability or it has any effect on you.
And you see me every now and again, I'm talking, I'm walking, I'm doing what everyone else does, you'll think, oh, he's perfectly fine.
I had 20 seizures on Saturday morning.
They don't realise what it actually does to your brain and to your body as well.
And I felt wiped for the next 3 days.
Yeah.
Epilepsy is a serious thing because I could just go walking on the street and I could have a seizure. I could be crossing a road and I could get hit by a car.
When someone says to me that's not a disability, I invite them to have a seizure, wake up in a pool of their own piss, not able to think of what they just did, with a concussion and having bitten their mouth to fuck, then tell me it's not a disability.
Yeah, I'd say the fact that my work has given me payment and insurance for the past 6-7 months and called it disability, that's proof enough for me as disability. And that's that.
I'm not going to lie, it does get very difficult sometimes.
There's times where I wake up from a seizure and I'm so happy to be alive.
Epilepsy has made me who I am. It's given me the avenues to what I can do, and I'm pretty happy and comfortable in my life, to be honest.
The self-awareness, and you're more connected to yourself because you have to take care of yourself.
It's made me more determined to do what I want to do.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Actually, I can deal with anything because all this shit has hit the fan, the shit sprayed walls, and I've continued.
It's ruined parts of my life, but it's not gonna ruin my life. Oh, I like that. Oh. I'm gonna put that as my Twitter bio.
Yeah, with ruining your life, I mean, I guess it all depends on your circumstances, how you've dealt with it, how your people around you have dealt with it. definitely wouldn't say it's ruined my life, but it has changed my life. The loss of focus, that one's annoying. The short-term memory loss, it's annoying. The like she said, yeah, the not driving. Ugh. I mean, yeah, it could definitely be worse, but not life ruining for me anyway, but annoying for sure. So that is the things not to say to people with epilepsy. Let me know what you guys thought about that. Things you think they left out, things that should have been added. Do you agree with most of what they said? Comment down below. Let me know some things that have been said to you that, don't say that again. I'd like to hear. So like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time. Thanks. Bye.